Ladies and gentlemen. No, it's just a warm-up show.
So you take out the Vincent.
Right, welcome guys. This is what we're going to be calling the warm-up, and if you guys haven't yet already, this is what you're going to be collecting either now, today, tomorrow, or on Sunday morning. It's the old Eds, and we're here speaking about the Vitality series. And the two men on my left-hand side is Wandisile. Wandisile obviously is the Aztecs front runner, and then Tony Silva. Tony Silva, well respected in his area, Mr. Bedford runner. Welcome guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and dissect this route, the old Eds route. And Wandisile, I just want you to go through the Vitality series, just from start to finish, and just tell us a little about those.
Okay. Look, the Vitality series is composed of 4 races. All Eds being the first one, and then it's being followed by Wanderers, and then from there Runback Harriers, and then Gerard Fox, which is the last one. All of them, they've got 5, 10, and 21 kilometers. So it's basically, anyone, whether we start up, we're going to do 5 kilometers, there's much more space for you as well. And if we're going to do 10 or 21, there's more as well, that you can do.
And we've seen a huge breakout and breakthrough with this Vitality series. And it's not just the runs itself, but it's actually, last year it took off. This year, the races were sold out in almost hours. But I think it was a couple of days, 2 days, so 24 hours, and you had your races almost sold out. I think the last one that's up is just the 10K, and that should be for the Gerald Fox, if I'm not mistaken. The first race is 8 o'clock, and then the rest of them are all 7.
7 o'clock, correct? Yeah.
7 o'clock, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive now down into the nitty-gritty. And Tony, like we've discussed with the route itself, giving us the background on this route. I mean, the route hasn't changed, and it hasn't changed much as well. It's still the double lapper.
Okay, so basically, if you look at the 4 races itself, I think all the Eds in terms of the route, in terms of elevation, I think all the Eds is probably the more forgiving, even though you do have a 300-meter elevation. I think it's more forgiving if you take your Wanderers routes, your Rainbow routes, your Gerald Fox routes. I think those are going to be a little more taxing on the body. So if you look at the old Eds, we look at obviously starting at old Eds. Old Eds, one of the oldest clubs in Joburg North. I think it was founded in 1908. If I remember correctly. And it winds its way through the leafy suburbs of Joburg North, beautiful suburb of Joburg North. First 3 or 4 Ks, flat and downhill. Then of course it's sort of in the middle of the course you have obviously undulation section. Shouldn't really tax any of the competitive runners, quite honestly. Should be pretty easy for the competitive runners. And then obviously as you come towards the finish, you're from 17 Ks onwards again, flattish and fast.
Perfect. Wandie, and you obviously being a washi runner yourself, put me in the minds of an original or a normal South African runner. Now I've just run Comrades.
Yeah.
I might have just done washi because washi's getting bigger now, and we can't look past washi. I've just done Comrades. I've just done washi. It's the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Are we looking at a good time? Are we looking at seeing what the damage is done, or have we done a little bit of work now to maybe just give it a go?
Look, it's like you said, all Eds is just at the beginning of the running season. A lot of people, as you said, in South Africa, they've been doing Comrades. Well, the good thing is that, Comrades was around the 10th of June. So if ever we listened, we should have been resting for July. But then unfortunately, some of us, did washi just about the end of July, it was about 2-3 weeks back. So those, for example, who've not been resting, they're probably going to go to do all Eds, see how they feel on the 21, see if there's a bit of a speed in their legs. But generally, most of us, they've got tired legs, whether they've done washi or not. But as long as you've done Comrades, you won't have enough time to do speed work, which is what is required when you're doing shorter distances. So if ever we're looking at the times for all ads, PBs and all of that, we're going to be looking at the people who have not done Comrades. I mean, for example, last year's winner, Zotan Maine, he's from Lesotho, and also from the ladies' side, there's a Nomora Joka, she's from Lesotho as well. And the winning time last year was about 109, and the ladies were about 190. And if you look at those times, and for 21s, you know, they're relatively conservative. You know, even though those people have not done Comrades. Now, there's a bit of a challenge as well with all ads. You know, just coming from the SA Champs from PE. And yesterday, there was a Spa Ladies race as well. So if someone was racing in PE and yesterday and going to do all ads, chances are they're going to be just doing it for the win. You know, so I don't think they're going to see PBs, but it's going to be an interesting race.
But I agree totally with Wandi. Look, the series is such that the race is chosen by Vitality, isn't it? Spain Vitality chose the 4 races. The races chosen are not conducive to fast times. If you take any of those races and you compare, say, to Val, the Val Marathon, the Val Half Marathon. I mean, it's chalk and cheese. The one you're going to get a 67 or 68 minutes. The other one you could get a 62, 63 minutes.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So this is what we have with the series. It's not the type of races where you're going to have very good times. I think the whole thing here is going to be emphasis on who's going to win the race. Who's going to win the race in the series, who's won more 4 races in the series, whether it's half marathon or whether it's 10K. And that's where the sort of the prestigeness comes from, and not so much did a 62 or 63 minute. It's not going to happen in those races. Firstly, yes, it's in winter, so obviously there's obviously the weather factor, and the fact that the undulation of these races are just a little bigger than normal races where you would they're not conducive to times. So I think that's what we're looking at here.
So I think Tony's right. It's more of running for pride, more of running for that podium slot, as in your Vol, you would want to go for time, and hence your PBs. But breaking the route up, and lastly, guys, this is my last point here. It would be fair enough to say Wanderers might be more of your PB along the series. You might want to go for a Wanderers on the PB just to set yourself well up from the Old Aids race. Smash Wanderers, and then just enjoy the last 2, and maybe actually give a bit of a go at Joburg Zoo.
Yep, I think you're right in that you or at all ends you say I want to go and see where's my fitness level. This is more like a benchmark, and then from there you build up from that. And one of the things that I always thought of is that let me see which one is the fastest of them all. And yes, Wanderers is relatively faster than the others, but also I think a lot of people they will be looking more into a build up towards Cape Town Marathon as well, which is I think one of the great things is that it's a weekend after Joburg Zoo, so a lot of people will try and build up on these 4 series. And also I think for me, what would be more interesting is that if the winners could be involved in all of the 4 and see who's going to win all of them. I think that would be more.
It's a good incentive, actually.
But it's good incentive.
I think if Discovery, if you're listening, chuck some money at whoever can win all 4.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, and if you really look at this, it's right now we are so fortunate to be living in this century. Living in this continent, and specifically in South Africa, because what's really happened with enterprises like Vitality and the initiatives that they're coming up with, they've made running, or they've been instrumental in making running fashionable. I mean, any race. I mean, you look at on the weekends, on a Saturday and a Sunday. You have races with 3,000 to 4,000 runners. You know what I mean? People want to run. And these, thanks to Discovery.
Yeah.
Because these initiatives, in my opinion, is what's creating this massive, interest in running. And it's great. I mean, I for one, I'm very fortunate that I've entered on time and was able to enter for 4 races.
Yeah.
And hey guys, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to whack them. I've had a bad first half of the year. But hey, I want to finish strong. I'm going to go out, I'm going to whack all those runs in those series.
Yeah.
And it's great. Really, it really is fantastic.
And I think one of the great things, Tony, as you said, with Vitality being, the main sponsor for all these series, a lot of people, they will start with the 5, especially for the entry level, and that's coming from the park runs, and then with the Vitality series being involved, the remuneration for the 5, and by the end of the series, some of them have even gone to do 21, and I think if ever we can have, a good substitution process where I say, I think I'm fit enough now to do the 21 rather than 5K, how easy can that be, because if you think about it, all of the races right now, they've sold out. So there is no room for me to say, let me move from a 5 to a 21, if ever I've already started already for the 4, for 5K for example, I'm starting with that fast for the 4, so if ever, for example, I can say, I think I did 5, and then on the third one I did 10, and can I move to a 21? I think that's one of the great things as well.
It's a great initiative, guys, and I think that this is definitely the start to something great. As we've seen last year, as we see this year, it's gone up and up. So good job to Vitality, good job to Discovery, and I think that was a great conversation all in all, guys. I think that the first one was great, and I think I actually would like to see Tony in a couple of weeks' time when he's got the 4 nailed down as the first veteran. Wait, come on, he can sort that out for us.
Well, you know what, I'm actually quite excited about, really exactly that, finding out, who's going to be, say, the winner or the veterans winner of the series, who's going to be the Masters winner of the series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. Running, the longevity in running in this country is another thing that excites me, because what you're now getting is, you're getting veterans, you're getting Masters who are running some phenomenal times. You have Masters that go and do an SA 10-kilometer champ and run a 32-minute 10K. You know what I mean? And this is where we are in this country. This is why I say, running in this country is so exciting at the moment. And this is fantastic. This series is very exciting, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm sure Wandi as well. He's going to be. I'm sure he's doing them all. He's going to whack it as well. And I would say to Wandi that he needs to look over his shoulder, because I would definitely
you're coming.
My eye on him. So fantastic, all great.
Great. So leaving it on a high note. So thank you very much, guys. This is the first episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. Lastly, guys, a huge thank you to Edge Business School, who has graciously given us their premises for the recording of this video. So a well done and thank you to Edge as well. That's it from us, guys, and that's it from Channel Run and the Warm-Up Show.
Ladies and gentlemen. No, it's just a warm-up show.
So you take out the Vincent.